Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode number 33, and it is sweltering this summer. I hate it.
It's room temperature.
Yes, that's your argument for everything, isn't it?
Yes.
My name's Nanashi. I'll be your host for the evening, and I apologize in advance for whatever the show's going to be. Joining me tonight is a menagerie of personalities. We have the Yugi memer himself, Connor Lockhart.
Good evening, Twitter.
He brings the Unga Bunga to gaming. We have Kenny the Caveman.
I still believe it's room temperature, and Blaster Dragon is the greatest thing ever.
We have an old friend of mine. He's as mellow as the yellow and mellow yellow. Welcome, Mellow Fellow.
I miss Red Dragonage Fiend.
So do I.
Beautiful.
We have our fellow furry Yugi tuber, Mr. Ori Calcos.
Just pretend I said something witty here and then fake laughter here. Thank you.
We have our token RDA player, Reborn.
Now coming to a store near you.
Omega Mart.
Really?
I mean, they just include a new location over in Texas.
Oh boy.
Fair enough.
Have weird stuff by me.
He's every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player's worst nightmare by name, Tim Brick.
Hopefully, Runic will become Rune Brick with the loss of one fountain, but I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah,
I know that. I know that.
X for doubt. X for doubt.
It's a big X for me, too.
And he's here in all his photogenic glory, it's Zivuth. Unfortunately, it looks like he's your own one and only beloved protogen, yes.
Zivus, are you there?
I think he's
texting. Any Mommy protogens? Tell me where they are.
He's here.
Doing texting.
Yeah, he's text only for the moment, which is fine.
I know there are protogens. Where are you hiding them?
Where are the Mommy protogens? Find them now! Give them to the People's Caveman. He's hungry for milk.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
It's fine. He'll be joining voice later. Oh, for God's sake.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Of all the... Was that a freaking ukulele?
That was. I'm glad that you...
It was a ukulele, and I knew how
What
it
has
was.
this?
I
What has
knew
this
it.
show become? Just a
good
pile
time.
of dirt.
Dirt is great. It's wholesome and good for the body.
Indeed.
Maybe if you
tastes
eat it.
earthy.
I do eat it. That's
It's
how I'm...
earthy.
It's grainy. It's herbal.
Ow.
It's good for the soul.
It's good for the mind.
Wanna see me
Dirt.
eat this
Coming
dirt?
to a garden near
Oh.
you.
We should stop before we just get... Oh, God.
Yeah,
Before we become the Dirt Cast.
I mean,
Or the
The
dirt
Dirt
Somebody-
Cast.
I'm gonna
God,
get
we already
my...
know the title of this.
I'm gonna get
We
my
already know the
jokes
title of
in
this
before
video.
I'm not
The
allowed
Dirt
to
Cast.
speak during the Yu-Gi-Oh section.
Somebody's gonna bust out a Dracula meme.
All right, well, let's get the show rolling. How's everyone doing today?
It's
I'm-
room temperature.
I'm cooking. I'm basically... Imagine a soy egg just sitting in your room. That is me right now.
Blaster Dragon's in your room, Reborn. Say hi.
There's a soy egg just sitting in the sun.
Mm,
Can we cook it?
probably not.
I mean, it depends. If it's over 100 plus, you can cook an egg in a fry pan.
Does
I've
it-
done it.
Does it taste like Zephyrath?
No, definitely no.
Quick.
You'd have to call Triff. You have to call Triff Gaming for that.
You're a Sephiroth.
Ah!
Hello.
Oh no! I can't be normal summoned or said I can only be special summoned by the...
I'm gonna put something on that prevents us from being nuked by the Twitch mods.
All right, so first things first. It's not very often that our server members get to go out and do amazing things and see cool scenarios and places and whatnot, but as it happens, our own Ori here has been able to go to a convention recently, and I want to hear about his experience.
Wait, were you at...
London,
you were
ComicCon.
there? Wait, you were there?
Yeah, I went to London
could have met?
MCM.
Damn!
Yeah, London MCM ComicCon, if you could kindly not interrupt. It was actually my first ever convention, funnily enough. The main reason why I went went there, funnily enough, was to see the voices for Yugi and Kaiba, Dan Green, and of course Eric Stewart. Which, yeah, I took a very long time to get autographs, and I'm actually sending a couple pictures of my time there now. One of which was me in cosplay, and the other being of the picture I took to get signed by the two of them. But overall, I just had a lot of fun. It was a great time. Aside from, of course, the whole waiting to get the thing signed, because waiting 3 hours is kind of because there's a lot on you. But yeah, actually had a few people get a picture of me, which was great. So, and of course, took many pictures of other cosplayers there, because some of them just really stood out to me quite a good deal.
I bet.
Great time. I'm proud of my
diverse selection.
time there. My picture is I'm the guy in the middle in the first picture.
Oh my god, I saw you.
Bro, what? Really?
As
What?
I said, I was there.
Oh, shoot! Wow! Dang!
It's like he was trying to tell you, like, yo, I was here, dog. Why didn't you say nothing? Like, yo, I'm here, guys. Meet up.
Wow!
We combined our powers to make Captain Planet. That's what you do.
Man, you.
Oh boy. I
Dang.
wonder where Mellow Fellow, esteemed One Piece card player, was at during London ComicCon.
Don't ask what he was doing in ComicCon.
Oh, hey, found
Yeah.
G. You made it.
Yeah.
You just noticed now.
just
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, man.
Well, I've been trying to-
long enough, you prick.
I've been trying to fix that issue, you know?
Yeah.
G is the ultimate G. It stands for. I don't know what G stands for. Anybody have any ideas? I was gonna say galicious, not delicious, but galicious.
Graham.
Goulash?
Maybe.
No. Oh, maybe. Okay, we'll take
Cinnamon
goulash.
Graham's famous British.
Can't wait for everyone to just guess what the hell the G in my name's supposed to be. That the family smile. Please don't.
Found gravel.
Found
That's
gravel.
the first thing that popped into my head.
Found
funny.
gravel.
Yeah.
Couldn't just pick up any gravel from outside. You had to find the good stuff.
Exactly.
Geeks.
It's like the quest for the
Oh,
One
man.
Piece, but I'm looking for the one gravel.
The one gravel.
It's real?
How long is the episodes? How many episodes so far right now, Kanji? Are you in for finding the gravel?
Good question.
Are they adapting only a third of the chapters into each
Oh
episode?
no! Oh god! Don't even start.
I don't think it's ever ending.
Oh no! One Piece will never end, guys, because the One Piece is the adventure you made on the way.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not against this man playing one of my favorite OSTs in a ukulele form. Let's
Funny.
get back on track, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Absolutely.
do that. So it is weird that the two of you apparently just didn't happen to realize it was each other.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've ever speak to Ori outside of these.
No, we haven't. We did actually. I don't need. Yeah, I think this was like the first time we must have met. If
met insane if real.
if so by accident. I mean,
That's funny.
were you one of the people that took a picture of me? I don't remember.
No, I didn't really take pictures of any of the cosplayers really, but there was a lot of diversity this year. I will admit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because usually you do expect to see like at least 7 dozen Spider-Men. And, like,
Yeah, that's
Well, I
at
true.
least
what,
half as many Deadpools and Jokers, but really it was all Chainsaw Man.
Well, yeah. Well, one of my favorite cosplayers were a couple in a full body suit of Robin Hood and Maid Marian, which
Oh,
were absolutely adorable.
oh. Did you see the full-size Daleks?
Oh yeah,
Those were
that
incredible.
were hard to miss. They were freaking hard to miss. And I'm gonna be real with you. I absolutely needed that day away at con because the week before was absolutely rough. My grandmother actually passed away a couple weeks ago.
My
And
condolences.
Heart
it's
goes
been
out.
very hard on us all. Thankfully we'll be going later next week on the Wednesday for her funeral the next day, which I don't think I'm ready for it. Mentally, it's gonna be absolutely. It's gonna destroy me.
Painful.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
I've
part
had
of
more of
the.
a taxing, emotional day since the first time I ever attended a funeral, which was back in 2011 when one of my friends from primary school passed on.
Oh,
Yeah. It doesn't. It's gonna hurt a lot. You're gonna cry. You're gonna scream, yell,
Oh,
It's gonna
everything
hurt.
above.
to cry. Doubt there'll be
But when
any.
it's over, funny enough, it'll make you tougher and appreciate the people you have around you more because you don't know when they'll go next. You know.
Oh yeah, and I won't lie. That that first time I attended funeral was actually a big changing point in my life. Don't want to get too political, but that was a bit of a stepping stone into how I came to join the faith that I'm a part of now, and it strengthened me a ton,
I bet it did.
with no doubt, no doubt. Yeah,
that's
I
condolences all
still
around.
won't even. I still won't be ready for then. It's still gonna be really hard.
Well, just remember that if you need anything, we're here for you as best we can possibly be.
Thanks everyone. Thanks.
No problem,
Then-
brother. I'm always here.
Well,
Well,
Thank you.
as long as we're talking about the shenanigans that came from something fun, let's try and keep the topics a little bit light before we start delving into the darkness. There was a video game that was announced. It's called Mouse. Don't know if any of you have heard about it, but I'm thinking about investing in it. It's a very simple black and white shooter game. Oh, hey, Yosh made it.
Yosh.
whoosh.
You are just in time.
You
Do I sound
literally
fuzzy?
could. You literally could not have come at a better time, man. You just showed up at the perfect moment.
Why? What happened?
We were just literally getting the show underway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be late, so I'm surprised honestly that we haven't started yet.
It's fine. We were just going over when Ori went to ComicCon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, so it
you've
hasn't started
seen,
yet? Don't we start at
I've,
5?
posted a few pictures.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw them in the server, one of the channels.
Yeah, it was in Flex Zone, in the Flex.
Very nice.
Do I sound fuzzy, honestly, because I got new headphones, and they're Bluetooth, so they might be funky.
Yeah, they are a little bit muffled right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sounds like you are like have something in your mouth.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it exactly, Rom. Thank you.
What?
Rom happened to find a video of that game.
Wait, what happened? I was trying to get my AC on.
Join Private Detective John Mouston in Mouse, a gritty Jazzfield shooter.
Yeah, it's kind of
no.
weird.
Okay.
Based on the reviews that I've seen, it plays like if Mickey Mouse played by BioShock rules.
Huh.
That sounds fun. That sounds
Guns
fun.
blazing in a retro
Yeah,
rubber
look-
hose animation style. Battle your way through a corrupt city full of crooks and danger.
It just looks like a fun game to try out. I didn't know if anybody else knew about it, but we were talking about Ori in his suit going to the con. Thought it might be a fun thing to segue into real quick. But
would it perhaps have anything? Sorry, would it perhaps have anything to do with the fact that I have a 4 foot tall Yoshi plushie now?
oh yeah, you got yourself a big old Yoshi plush, didn't you?
That thing of
Yes,
epic.
sir. I'll put it in the chat so people can see.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, we're going now, right? I just want to be sure.
Yeah, we're live.
We're alive, pal.
All right, I want to be sure. I'm sure no one told me like we're actually like on or not. Right. Oh yeah, I've seen stuff with this game. It was really fun. It was like Cuphead mixed with what is it? GoldenEye 007.
Oh God, his nose needs more stuffing.
His nose is just.
Yoshi, indeed.
It is
He's
John Yoshi.
Oh boy.
It's the man, the myth, the legend, John Yoshi.
Well,
I would just slept with him like a person. And it's the best sleep I've gotten in years.
After 5 years in development, Yoshi gets fucking stoned in his apartment and enjoys his own company. Is coming to Nintendo Switch.
That's not.
I'm down on the.
That's not true. I got stoned at the beach and then came to my apartment.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yes, Wibbly.
Right.
I'm gonna mute myself because I'm doing Tyler right now. I literally just got home.
Yeah.
Well, you made it down to perfect time. Next on the list of things I wanted to bring up real quick. How many of you guys have heard about the changes they made to Overwatch?
Please tell me.
I know Overwatch was already
Scam.
I know Overwatch is basically a dead game and has been for some time, but they just announced recently that they're removing their talent trees and there's not going to be a standalone version anymore. So any hope of the game having
we cannot blame the developers for this. It was corporate.
Yes, we can. We can actually no. Yes, we can. We blame the devs. We frick Blizzard. All my homies hate Blizzard.
Yeah, I think like
listen.
After I heard
saw that the PvE mode wasn't gonna make immediate money, and they said nah.
No,
they didn't even.
They didn't even try.
Yeah.
It's just nobody had the balls to come out and say it was gone 8 months in.
Yeah. Go figure.
They shot themselves in the foot already, so now they just sawed off both legs.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just happy to know that boycotting's going to end up in hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the game is still fun for the people who enjoy it, but if you were expecting cool stuff to come in the near future, might not be as much as you think.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the game entered end of service either near the end of the year or next year.
It's funny you mention that, because that technically segues us into the next topic on my list. If you have any Google or Twitter accounts that are not seeing a lot of activity, you should know that Google and Twitter will be deleting old accounts if they're inactive for more than 2 years.
Which honestly is fine, I think.
But there is an exception. If your Google account is connected to a YouTube channel with any YouTube videos, you do not have to worry about that.
Which is
okay, good.
Which is tolerable.
Yes, I'm sure it doesn't really matter to most people because if your accounts are that inactive, you're probably not going to miss them anyways unless you're using them for archive purposes, but it's still worth knowing.
Indeed.
Yes, my videos could be historical material. Holy crap, that's something I don't want to think about.
My God.
In the bygone age of 2015.
2015 was a good time.
Yeah,
2015 was a great time. For me, it was
older than 2015 was. Think about that.
Great.
Oh no, man! Now I feel old, bro. I was 17. Damn it!
I just turned 35 this year, man. How you think I feel?
I think I was.
No, you feel fine. You feel
17...
fine. You still have your hair. You still look good.
No. I was 17, 18 by then. Good grief.
Oh boy.
What have I told you? That Magic Spectres came out a month after I turned 18.
Plus, Steve Quits of Eternity was released on January
Shut up.
25th.
I started playing the game when I was 10 years old.
Oh God.
You're welcome.
I started when Union Monsters began.
Yeesh.
I started when we had Xyz monsters, man.
I came back into the game when we were ending the Zexal era.
That's just gonna be the show title, isn't it? Oh boy.
Yugi boomers reminisce on the old days.
We're all bleeding geezers.
All right. Well, let me segue this back into a positive notion. We know that Sonic 3 is going to be coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've already given us a
end of 24.
Give or take, and they've already given us a tidbit of information. There's a star named Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Recreation. She is apparently being scouted for the villain in Sonic 3, and we're not sure who the villain is, but based on what we can tell, the leading theory is going to be that she might be voicing Rouge the Bat.
I mean, I won't lie. I mean, I actually haven't seen Sonic 2, but if that was Jim Carrey's final role as a actor, then I think it's perfectly okay to not have a return of Eggman in Sonic 3, because he wanted to end his own career on his own terms, and on a high, and I think that was probably a good send-off for him. So,
well,
I don't know. Let's see what Sonic 3 has in store, and see if it winds up being a good video game movie trilogy.
Yeah, it's probably going to be very shadow focused.
Possibly. We don't know, and we're not going to spoil anything because he said himself that he hasn't seen it yet. So as little information as possible from here.
Of course. Speaking of video game-based movies, I'm pretty sure we all know that the Mario movie surpassed $1 billion.
Yeah,
hell yeah!
It has done the best out of any movie this year, and I am so glad for it.
Yeah, I actually finally took the time to watch it, and looking back at it now, it's not perfect.
Obviously.
But it's fun. It's fun, family-friendly stuff.
And that's all it needs to be, just a good time. That's all it needs to be, is a good time.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's my favorite Bing Bing Wahoo.
Bing Bing Wahoo. That's going to be a show title.
Would like to have a word with you.
I'm sorry, but Bowser stole everything.
I mean,
when I freaking heard the Bowser's in the movie, I could not hold myself back from headbanging.
Last thing I expected Bowser to do was, perform a power ballad, but here we are.
Word.
I mean,
the favorite part was the ending, just because of the Yoshi egg.
I mean, Bowser's Power Ballad is basically a reference to the anime movie where he wanted to marry Peach in that.
Of course. That seems to be what a lot of the movie draws attention from.
Yes.
If that had gone through, I would have felt bad for that poor woman.
I'm just excited that Luigi's Mansion movie is, possible.
I know, everything is getting a possible movie.
Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, this Mario Bros. Movie kind of broke the definition of what a good video game movie. Now it's as long as it follows that model, it's just good.
My only true disappointment from the Mario movie was that Donkey Kong didn't say Banana Slammer at any point.
Oh my god,
But we also got Now You Die, and I think that might be better.
That's a good one. The laugh leading into the Now You Die. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Also, have y'all checked out the new Street Fighter 6?
No, I haven't seen anything.
I don't have Street Fighter 6. I don't have $60 to just drop.
Me neither. I'm trying to just be like, man, it looks so good though. But also, I can't probably get it because I have just an Xbox One. So fuck.
Honestly,
really.
the casual mode. That's I'm surprisingly hooked on that.
I mean, it's
specifically make your own character.
Oh,
and you'll fight other people with that.
I've seen
That's
quite a
always
few
funny.
abominations on Twitter.
If there's
Oh
one thing we
my
know,
God,
a game with
And I've seen all the compilations of a certain Dale Wilson getting trolled.
Oh, that yeah.
oh, that sounds so magical. I might give that a look.
It's I'll
Yes.
send you a link
If you
after.
want,
But
if you want that,
no,
just check up
uh,
Nikolai. Check up Nikolai.
yeah.
Shoutouts
My
to
favorite. You
Nikolai
go
and
for
the
look up.
Symphony squad.
You go for look up emo because he was streaming it. But no, my favorite one is definitely the one Max put up, the video he put up, where it's like a horror movie type music put over it because they all look like abominations. This is just my favorite one.
Oh, I see. Basically making a haunted house style movie.
Yeah, the way Max made it, yeah, because like that was way too funny.
Okay, well, this seems like a good point to switch over into the card games. First on the list, Digimon.
Okay,
Just kill
so
monsters.
Digimon.
Alright. Okay, before I address the elephant mon in the room,
God.
I'm going to quickly mention the product coming out later this month, being the expansion set 4 of Alternative Being, which will be out later this month on the 23rd, which of course is all about the alternate forms of Digimon, namely Good and Evil Cherubimon, Chaos Gallantmon support, and the big showstoppers Omnimon Alter S with Alter B, and Shine Greymon Ruin Mode. No prizes into guessing as to what I'm mostly looking out for. Over in Japan, the starter decks for Dragon of Courage and Wolf of Friendship are actually out now over there. They were released just at the tail end of last month of May, which of course... Yeah.
All I gotta know, can you
Yeah.
use Marcus with it?
Yeah, you can use Masaru with Ruin Mode. That's the whole gist.
I haven't looked in the game for quite a long time.
Actually,
What the hell is an ace?
Ow, that's what my hair.
I did say that Alternate Being will be released on the 23rd of June, so... Anyway, as I was saying, over in Japan, starter decks for Dragon of Courage and Wolf of Friendship are now out. They contain the new Blast Evolution mechanic, where you can actually Digivolve whenever the opponent declares an attack without paying the evolution cost, though it does come at a hefty price of the overflow, where if it leaves the field by any means, you lose a ton of memory. So it's a high risk, high reward kind of stick.
I see.
Fair.
Sounds about right.
Continuing on the topic of Blast Evolution, the next main set of Blast Ace will be out late at the end of the month over in Japan on the 30th. The leaks and reveals are almost entirely done for the set, and I'm immediately happy because there's a promo card for Diabormon Ace, which Diabormon was my first deck, and after playtesting, I can confirm that Diabormon Ace is top notch.
I'll be honest, I forgot Digimon had a card game.
It's actually getting pretty popular.
Yeah, thanks. And we also had one big announcement recently over in Japan. The 15th main set known as Exceed Apocalypse, which will be out on the 29th of September in Japan. And as you can see by this poster, it will contain support for the Dark Generals, Piedmon, Puppetmon, Metal Seedramon, Machinedramon, Lucamon Satan Mode, Apocarimon, and what also looks to be the evolution line for Lugamon from the Digimon Seekers web novel. Though from
Understandable.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I was about to say, but I might also, from the looks of things, that might also speculate that it could also contain the arrival of Apocarimon in the not Apocarimon, Arcadiamon in the card game, but who knows? Only time will tell. And now for the big chungy wongy, that being the new ban list update, which was announced hilariously enough on May 26th during the day that I was at Con. It took effect on June the 1st, and the changes are Blossomon, EX2 Impmon, Promo Wagurumon, and Promo Grankuagamon are all restricted to 1. For why they are restricted, for those who don't know, Bandai actually gives an explanation as to why these cards are hit.
Why can't Konami do that?
Even then, there'd be
too much out of them.
Yeah, they tried doing. I think they also tried doing that with the March 2012 ban list, and even then, they still received backlash.
Of course.
But anyway,
I don't mean. I'm sorry.
Why these hits were made for Blossomon, the Digisorption -3 to basically Digivolve for 0 cost is too busted. It's as if they didn't learn their lesson from Agumon Ultimate. EX2 Impmon is collateral damage from Beelzemon, which is currently one of, if not the best deck of the format. So they're hitting it to lower its consistency. And for Promo Megarumon and Promo Grankuagamon, their TLDR can be summarized as, this deck has been around for too long, so we are neutering them.
Sounds about right.
And that's really all there is for me to say about the Digimon card game.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Now, before we get into the next part, though, I think Zivot had a part he wanted to talk about real quick, and I forgot to give him a time slot, so I'm going to give it to him now, if he's ready. I guess he's not ready yet.
No.
He's transcended to the mortal plane.
Hold on.
Hang on. What's that now?
He is.
I was joking.
Zivot, are you there, good buddy?
Are you there, friend?
Okay, you sound like a radiator. It's
the gimmick. Oh no.
He sounds like a Michael Bay Transformer.
Hey, don't do that.
Whoa, okay, hang on.
Oh, he's turned on voice mod, oh no.
I hear a voice.
Yeah, but it's really hard to tell.
Megatron, what the hell is it called? Megabots. Excuse me, I said Megatrox, so I was in Megatron.
Enough voice mod voice.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest,
man.
Guys, we can hear you, but we can't understand you.
Yeah.
Voice mod's a bit too sharp. Oh, okay.
Never. I turned.
Someone get the floaty.
Hey, Zivit, we missed you.
Hey, man. Sorry about that. I guess the voice mod just doesn't want to work right just yet.
Yeah.
We'll fix it later. We'll take it back to the lab.
But in the meantime, you mentioned you had something you wanted to talk about.
Yes. What did I wanted to talk about? Yes, the first thing, it was about something Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Unite.
Okay, first off to the wrestling topic. I didn't watch Night of Champions, but I got informed about the aftermath, what happened there, and I must say I'm quite excited, and it was so satisfying. Like, I mean, everyone knew this would comic at one point that the Usos would betray Roman Reigns, but everyone thought, including me, that it would Jay who pull the trigger, but it was Jimmy in the end, which made this even more better.
Okay.
I see no one want to talk about that. Okay.
It's not that nobody wants to talk about it. It's that we're not exactly as big of wrestling fans as you.
I mean,
except maybe Kenny. He's pretty big into it.
Oh yeah, if you could see a person get hit super kicked with exploding shoe and not get hyped, then you don't understand wrestling. You don't understand the wrestling, the grapples, the blood and sweat and tears of the business.
As someone who
It's
goes to
risky
people who are
business.
obsessed with wrestling, I've seen it. I'm not hyped for it.
But you see the exploding super kick, man. That changed my life. AEW Double or Nothing. There were some times where the crowd literally was dead.
That was also kinda nuts.
So there was times literally the crowd was dead. And I do mean dead. They were not cheering. They were not making noise. It was just dead. But I was hyped because I'm a technical man. I love wrestling. If I was a wrestler, I would
but
have
that's
been a
the
fat ass.
fault of the Las Vegas crowd being
Champs is really good. I like
the crowd were dog shit this day.
Yeah. We see. Yeah, it wasn't the crowd in AEW that Double or Nothing. It was like a lot of cold. They got hot for the last couple things. United Champions really good. I still hate the fact that Seth won another title because he was handpicked by Triple H. God damn it! I love Triple H.
This title long ago.
No, fucking AJ. AJ should have got it.
No, they're to bring him down. They're making him like get all the stuff so that way when he finally fails.
Superstar, not Raw, and Raw needs a new title.
Yeah, give it to AJ. He's a champion across all over the world. Well, it's definitely one company, but I'm just saying.
He will be a champion again once the head of the Children's Fable is dethroned.
That's not going to happen for like another year until they let The Rock beat him.
I doubt that now.
No, they're going to let The Rock beat him.
I think it will be either Jimmy or Jay who will dethrone him at SummerSlam.
No, it won't happen. Because why would the Usos get a single belt? Any of the Usos?
Because it has to be one of the family.
Bring in Jacob Fatu. That would be convincing. Just bring in Jacob Fatu. I would orgasm in that match. That's just orgasmic.
He won't come to WWE. They don't show.
Just bring him in for a one-time deal, and he'll steal the belt, and then we'll just have to find him. Do what CM Punk did back, Money in the Bank. What year was it? 2011. Do that.
So he will never return to WWE, and they don't realize it. Like, do they want to let Reigns hold the titles until WrestleMania 50 or what?
They could. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Although it should be noted that part of the reason for him becoming a part-timer is because he still has leukemia. And the remission he had is only partial.
Yeah, that's also a case why he became a part-timer.
He's a part-timer because he wants to make movies. And that's not...
He doesn't want to do both. He's doing a little bit of both.
Hey.
And it's not
and when he really still have leukemia, then he should drop the titles down for active wrestlers who deserve us more.
Yeah, there will have to be some point where Roman's long title reign has to end.
But that's the question: who's going to end it? Because they're trying to build Cody, and Brock broke his arm. God damn it!
Cody won't be the guy. He's too boring. The crowd already hates him. You don't see that on the reactions, but you kinda can feel it.
I love Cody. I love him.
Like he's doing the same mistakes he did at AEW.
But the thing was, he purposely made it so he would never win a world title at AEW. The point they had to make a TNT title for him, so he could really never be the guy. He was just he was what they used to be back.
One of the bloodline themselves dethroned Reigns, or who I wanted to see like with dethroning Reigns is actually Kenny Omega, because his contract is about to end and he doesn't want to extend his contract anymore. So that will be around SummerSlam when his contract runs out, and AEW also don't have this stupid clause that you can't be in another promotion for 3 months. So maybe WWE takes a chance. I mean, Omega is already a world.
Honestly, I would pay my right leg to see Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns and have the spot where, at least one spot where Kenny Omega's V-trigger is countered into a spear. That would be high.
That would be lit. But that's the thing. Would he go to AEW? I know Tony Khan would pay him, but would he really do that, knowing that a company built him up? And remember, people think that most of AEW is them getting old WWE talent and then not using them very wisely, because God knows Adam Cole's doing.
Yeah, and that's
Adam
why I
Cole's
think
doing
Kenny
great.
Omega got sick of that promotion.
I was more so thinking of Omega coming to WWE.
I think if Omega,
Young Bucks.
there's no, if Kenny leaves the Bucks, that's two executives that left. That's two VEPs leaving Tony Khan's hands. One starting with Cody, and then now Kenny. That's and I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think Tony Khan would want
but how
that.
Kenny
I don't think
is booked lately in AEW doesn't look good for him. Like he's even when the losers are all unclean, but still he doesn't.
But yeah, but he
that
got betrayed by Don Callis. Takeshita came and betrayed them. They're trying to book like a reunion of the elite, and that's not wrong to do that. But I know Kenny rather be what?
But
I'm
I
not
would
saying
love
Kenny
to
Omega.
see
I would.
Kenny Omega giving Reigns the one-winged angel and pin him for the titles.
No, he
That
wouldn't
would be
do that.
So nuts.
That would no. Roman Reigns will do rope break. He'll do Okada rope break. Nanahashi, we're sorry. We're tearing you with some wrestling knowledge here. It's not. This is current
I
wrestling.
also could see dethroning him is actually the Fiend. Like
I don't
Bray Wyatt
know.
is
Like
so. Bray Wyatt just have to bring back the Fiend gimmick. It was his best gimmick, and he could
the
sell
Fiend
it.
gimmick. It died. It died when LA Knight had to get buried with Uncle Howie. And like, thank God they're helping LA Knight.
That's the
Because
thing.
I love that man.
That's what
Because he has
Wyatt 6
shoes
about
of
the
this
Fiend.
jacket. Is the shoes of a champion. I love this jacket is shoes of a champion. I love that promo so much.
But that was not the Fiend. That was Wyatt 6.
I don't know. It's a very weird wrestling world right now, wrestling landscape, because it's like if Reigns leaves, would he go to AEW or just retire?
Most likely he retires and goes
I
to
would think he would
Hollywood
be
since
more
he
in
wants to
retirement.
make movies. That's why he's so absent already. He plans his movie career.
That's why I hate it. Like, it started with an order, The Rock, then Batista, then Cena, and now it's going to be Reigns. And it's going to be annoying me because it's like, all right, if you become the top
what
guy in
annoys me the
WWE,
most,
you're going to become
the one woman tag team they have to put down the tag titles directly when Liv Morgan got injured. But what was with Reigns when he was injured? He didn't have to drop the titles. I don't get it.
I don't know. The wrestling world right now just is weird.
That it is.
It really is.
Okay.
All of it.
It's just weird.
So, was there anything else you wanted to talk about, Zivith?
I think I will still get to the second topic later when I get it back into my head. Move on.
That's fair. Just let
Promogens. That's what I was thinking about.
That's perfectly fine. Just let me know when it comes back to you, and we'll give you another time slot. In the meantime, the next thing on my list is Pokemon, and I don't think there's any Pokemon news worth mentioning right now.
All right, it was about Pokemon.
There you go. I knew it.
I got something about Pokemon actually also.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So first off, the lesser of the important two, in my opinion, they recently made Pokemon Home compatible with Scarlet and Violet.
Right. Yeah.
So now every like legendary and every Pokemon that's supposed to be in the game from like Hisui is in Scarlet and Violet. But the problem with that is terrestrialization kind of makes certain mons busted. So because of that, Regieleki was banned like day one the minute they put him into Gen 9. Because his whole thing was he's really busted, but he can only use like electric and normal type attacks basically.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Terra Electric,
But
kill anything that isn't
position, he
around
can
type
turn to
phase
ice, use Terra Blast Ice, and now he has Volt Beam, which is considered like it can hit everything for neutral damage. So he was banned day one. That's the first thing. The second thing is, they nerfed Skull to the point where the only Pokemon who can get it is Volcanion. And the problem with that is he's got a better version of Scald. And what's it called? He's got a better version of Scald. And yeah, Steam Eruption, which it still has 30% chance to burn, but it's also just it's got the base power of Hydro Pump. So
dear.
Because of that, yeah, he doesn't need it. Basically, meaning they've gotten rid of Skull completely because any player with a brain will not run that over Steam Eruption.
Huh.
Crazy.
Well, I'm glad you showed up to tell us that. Otherwise, we would have had a blank segment.
I mean, the new 151 set for the card game sucks. All the EXs are lame.
Really?
They just none of them are going to be relevant in any way. They're really like. Oh wait, look at the Ninetales. It's like for 1 fire energy, you can deal 30 damage and burn. Ooh.
Okay, now hang on. To be fair, that is kind of like how Pokemon cards used to work back when the game first started. So that's not all that big a deal.
I know, but like to dedicate an entire set to basically cards and effects that have already been power crept.
Yeah.
You should see.
That's not the first time they've done it.
I still have a full set of every Pokemon card from 1 to 151 somewhere in my room.
Awesome.
I'm not saying that they don't have any value. I'm just saying for the competitive player, there is nothing exciting about that set.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
That's not entirely true. You can run it for certain decks that just need no cards.
What were you gonna say, Ori?
I was about to say, meanwhile, over in Pokemon Unite, all the evolutions are ruining the game.
Oh yeah, why did they buff Glaceon again?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
We also have Umbreon and...
Yo, are you a defender class Pokemon and you used your Unite move? That's really funny. Give me a billion shield.
Word.
And
then the worst part is, like, me looks
I
rich
have not heard about
busted.
it.
Me looks at the cleanse, meaning you're stuck with that. You're basically confirmed dead if you go anywhere near Umbreon in a team fight. And then Wish just heals you more than some actual support Pokemon.
Oh boy.
God forbid there is an Blissey
Oh god,
against that
especially when you
Umbreon.
go AO Cookie because it scales off of Umbreon's health.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's nasty.
Each stack gives you 200. A Squishy usually has like 20k. So you get like 10% of their health. Or like 10? No, like 5% of their health in Wish, which is a lot in a MOBA.
Oh, that's nasty.
Evil.
For each tick, I mean. Not 5% on the whole Wish. That would not mean anything.
Oh, that's nasty. Smells like a chocolate hot dog in your urinal.
Yeah, ew. Meaning, basically, you're getting wishes that do at least like 20% of your Squishy's health.
Yeah, and it seems like
Okay,
it
that's
seems like they haven't learned their lesson from Zacian because it seems like every single release is going to be not okay for the first 2 weeks.
Rom, I have to.
The Tencent goes now the way that they just buff everything instead of nerfing the new ones because they lost the touch with the balancing and it got out of control.
Okay, can I just take a moment to thank Rom for the image he just dropped in the chat?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is too perfect. It's the freaking borked eyes Glaceon image.
Yeah. Like,
oh no, yeah, the burpy one.
Yep, that's the derp. Thank you. No, what, you removed? Oh, you removed it.
It was perfection.
I love that. That was awesome.
Me too.
Come on.
Oh well.
It cannot exist in the world for too long. It's too precious.
So many times, Glaceon was the hit straw book the camel's back.
Oh well.
Oh well.
The Rom giveth, the Rom taketh away.
And I wanted to say, firstly, that the evolutions just make fun in the game. Also, Glaceon being still bucket that you can solo all the Regis on your own when your teammates are too dumb to do that.
Hey, it's back.
I love solo
But,
carries in my solo queue
But what
game.
annoys me the most and what makes me every time rage, and some of
This
you see
warms
that
my
in the
soul.
Pokemon channel. Sorry for that, but I have to let my Steam out somewhere because every single game, and that's in ranked, I'm at least what is hyper rank called in English. I don't know, but I'm hyper too, and I get only Griefer in my team. In the
Veteran, Ultra,
meantime,
is it the orange one?
the opponents are mainly veteran and master rank. Like, come on, what's the matchmaking?
Just, I don't know. Just play Sizzle, he'll get buffed.
Not fun. Clearly.
Okay,
You
so
see, Unite was fun when you were running into the 7-year-olds who just got their Switch for Christmas and they're running it down lane the entire
Yeah,
game,
that's
still
were
level
good
3.
times, but no,
Yeah.
especially in
it's
unranked.
just pain to play the game.
Childhood.
Especially in unranked.
Oh,
Childhood, everybody.
Yeah, and ranked
Meanwhile-
is even worse than ranked.
Where's the lies?
yeah, I think that goes for just about any game. Unranked gives you the possibility of facing people that actually want to enjoy the game. When you play ranked, you take it too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you have to. You gotta do
Yeah,
it for the
for
sweaty
you-
gamer points.
No, for Unite, it's unranked is people in your own team just troll and don't
I mean,
take it
that's-
seriously and just
I
go
do-
AFK. things
I
like
don't
that.
know if you've
And
played
ranked
League of
it
Legends
is-
before.
No.
And ranked it is briefing, going AFK, and the opponent team is always fully organized master players.
Of course it is. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move along because I think we've covered Pokemon pretty thoroughly. Next on my list is Cardfight Vanguard. Reborn, that's your shtick.
Oh, yeah, I actually do have something this time.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
We
yes.
got more Sukupi cards.
Hey.
Yeah. Ezel's back.
What?
Blonde Ezel is back in all his Fabio metrosexuality.
I remember Blonde Ezel from the
Limit Break.
Yeah, thank you. Limit Break series.
Way back.
Wow. Okay, so
Yeah,
what's he up to these days?
Like Ezel, you just see Ezel back. He chilling. He looked at Bruce and he says, "You alright, Bruce?" And now he takes Bruce's shit and does it better.
I shouldn't be surprised.
With superior ride. Because he stole half of Spike Brothers shit.
What?
And he literally, Bowmains is literally just, if you remember back in the day with Spike Brothers having a bunch of 2s that said, I get +5, but I go back into the deck. Bowmains does this for free.
Wow.
Power creep.
The order just says, look at top 7, call something.
Can I take your order? Yes, you can.
Okay, this is what Ezel does. Continuous. You can only ride cards with Ezel.
Okay.
Basically, stop Keter from doing bullshit with Bastion Prime because they have a superior ride.
Yeah.
At beginning of ride phase, you have 3 or less cards on the field, so blast 1.
Most of it.
Look at top 3, call 1.
Hang on just a second, Reborn. Yosh, is everything okay? We're getting a lot of feedback from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mute my mic. Give me a sec.
That's fine. Just wanted to make sure everything was okay. Last time we had a lot of feedback. Chaos was fighting a dishwasher.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that happens when I move. Let me mute myself for a bit.
That's fine. Anyway, sorry about that, Reborn. Please continue.
When Ezel attacks something grade 3 or greater, which means you're not really going to get this if you superior ride him. You're not going to get this until turn 3. You look at the top 7, call 2 of them to open rear guard, and they get 10k shuffle deck. This is just basically Spike Brothers.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like that charge ability they had back in the previous seasons.
Yes, this is literally just Spike Brothers. Like, Ezra just went to Bruce and said, "Yo, let me copy your homework."
Oh boy.
Silver
Bruce
Fang
gave in a
Witch.
B, Ezel got an A.
Nothing wrong with it. I like it.
As Silver Fang Witch is let's see. You put her on rear guard, you have Gold Paladin, which you will. Gets +5, counterblast 1, draw 1. That's okay. Din Drain now unflips.
Oh.
Din Drain says, I hit the field, unflip. Soul Blast 2, unflip 1, which you're going to have because your soul is probably stocked up tight. And after she attacks, if you have Ezel on the field, you put a rear guard in the same column as this on the bottom of the deck and stand him. Basically, if you don't get Bagdagamis, she's just going to make sure that that slot is free. I know there's cards in United Sanctuary that flicker themselves away to basically turn Ezel into a 5 attack deck.
I see.
And Din Drain just
Indubitably.
Din Drain just is there to make sure that you do get the 5 attacks.
Fair enough.
I've checked 10 times, why don't you?
Let's see. After the Vanguard Zero versions are going to be the SP, and I'm like, I normally don't like to go after SPs, but in Vermilion's case, I might make an exception.
Fair enough.
Except to the rule.
I might
Can't
just
hate it.
spend $300.
Yeah, because the only real thing that Ezel does, it's basically just Spike Brothers, not exceptionally faster, but you gon' know his name.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna learn.
There's supposed to be more order stuff. I don't know what orders you can play in Ezel because every order in United Sanctuary so far has been solely meant for Bastion because they're useless everywhere else. It's either Bastion or Minerva can play them. Anything else, it's just useless. There's actually a bunch of new order stuff for Dragon Empire. The order just says Soul Blast 1, kill something in the front row. I'm like, that's I'm okay with that. There's a girl that says if you played an order that turn, look at the top 5, call 1. I can work with this.
There's a girl that says if you gave her an order, she calls somebody else to do the work.
Yes, that's literally what happens.
Does anyone want to take a stab at that joke, or am I making it too obvious?
I can't take a stab at it, but
I'm
I'll try.
calling the police.
Good enough.
Yeah, because you can do this in Vermilion twice because Vermilion's effect can activate from Grave as long as you're on Vermilion, which you are going to be. Because of normal game mechanics, you are going to be on Vermilion. Vermilion so far is going to be a grade 1 focused multi-attack deck. I'm all okay with this because they're trying to make you play orders more, and I'm like, after Eugene, I will take anything. Like legitimately, I will take anything over Eugene. After I finish RDA, I will be doing Vermilion.
Sounds like a plan to me. Was there?
Actually, oh, sorry.
It's fine. I was just checking to see if there was any more news.
There's order for Dragon Tree, but it's Dragon Tree. It's Dragon Tree. It's the lull deck of the season. Like literally, all you have to do to face Dragon Tree, just punch them early. No, like you don't go. If you hit them early, then late you go after their rear guards. Dragon Tree is kind of fucked because they can't. They have to rely on the most generic stuff to actually for the deck to actually work. Other than that, I've been seeing Gandiva being played a lot in Japan. Probably after Vermilion, I will look into Gandiva because Gandiva is not that bad. I won't admit that. I'll admit that. What happens with Gandiva is it's basically light swords.
Ah.
You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Your fourth attack is going to bind something, then you call something from bind. The deck is 4 attacks. They're definitely playing the new over trigger that just says, "Oh, you attacked? Congratulations, stand the rear guard. You have nothing to stand, call something from hand."
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, that new over trigger will work in Ezel. Because Ezel can't play the Keter one.
Oh.
Because they're the Keter one, you're not going to have threes on your field like that. The Keter one says your rear guards do drive checks. The only 3 you're going to play in Ezel is Ezel himself.
Oh, I see.
So it kind of becomes kind of not good to play it because you want to fill your thing full of 2s.
Obviously.
Your orders are probably going to take up the backup 3 slot, and you're only really going to play 2 of the Ezel order and 2 of the Keter one. 2 of the Keter one that just literally says call something from.
Gotcha.
And that one is meh at best.
Okay. Was that everything?
Oh, wait, let me just tell you about the Blitz for Griffogilia. The Blitz for Griffogilia is literally just Fire Beacon of Erosion. The Blitz order is pick a rear guard without a Dragon Tree marker. Pick somebody that's being attacked, it gets plus 10. If your Vanguard is Griffogilia, it gets plus 20 instead of 10. This is just to make Dragon Tree markers during your opponent's turn. Because you need Dragon Tree markers for you need 3. Griffogilia, when he comes out, he makes 2.
Okay, I follow.
So in order for you to do the full board restand, you need to get 2 more out. This helps speed it up somewhat. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Good stuff. All right, well, the next topic on my list is going to be the Weishwarth stuff, and I'm going to... Oh, wow, okay. Ori just dumped about the ban list, so we'll cover that in a few minutes. But let's get to the Weishwarth stuff real quick, because there's only a little bit to talk about. The Bushiroad Spring Fest is currently underway, and it's almost finished. They've had 6 tournaments in the last month. In Mexico, they had 64 3-player teams, and the winner was playing Quintessential Quintuplets, Hololive, and the new Sword Art Online deck that uses the Alice support, which I was a little concerned that might be a problem, but a week later in Rosemont, Illinois, there were 72 3-player teams, and the winner was playing Reincarnated as a Slime, Day Live, and Kaguya-sama. That same weekend in Spain, there was 15 teams, and the winner was playing Kaguya, 7 Deadly Sins Escanor, and the Tokyo Revengers dual lane build, which basically plays like if a Vanguard deck didn't use their 3rd row. The week after in Taiwan, there was a 29 single-player tournament, which meant they went Swiss, and the winner was playing Seven Deadly Sins, but not the Escanor variant, which is confusing to me, but I'm not going to harp on it. The week after, in Newark, New Jersey, there were 67 teams, and the winners were playing Quintessential Quintuplets, Kaguya-sama, and Sword Art Online Alice. And in that same weekend in Milano, Italy, there were 25 teams, and the winner was playing Bang Dream, HoloLive, and Day Day Live, which I didn't expect. And as far as new products and new information, the Fruit of Grisaia pack is officially out, and the new Quintessential Quintuplets movie pack, I believe it was, has officially dropped as well. And the only new information we have for products is that the Azur Lane pack and structure deck is going to be dropping on October 27th, and they've given them 4 trial decks, one for each of the different themes that come with that show: Iron Blood, Sakura Empire, Royal Navy, and Eagle Union. And now we can finally get to the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dun dun dun!
People watch this podcast for.
Yeah! Dude. Okay, I'm done.
It's fine. Okay, so first off, let's get this out of the way. There's been an update to their official rules. Most of the stuff kind of goes without saying, but let's go through it real quick. First off, they have officially declared that 45 minutes per round is now standardized across all their events.
Nice.
Yeah, beforehand it was like 40, 45, 50, 55. It would just incline based on where you were, but it seems that 45 is now the standard.
The standard bird, I like it. I fucks with it.
And then at this point, Nat's game should just end by turn 4 by default.
Realistically.
Realistically, yes.
They've also clarified on what judges are permitted to do what as far as at certain events. It's a bit more in-depth than we really have time to talk about, but the short end of it is the lower-level judges don't have as much power as they think they do. Go figure.
Oh boy, it's like Discord moderators.
They've expanded on retracting legal moves and have clarified between retracting a completely legal move that you just didn't mean to make versus retracting a completely illegal move that you refuse to not take. So, yeah. They also clarified on what public knowledge and private knowledge are, which is a huge thing in professional tournaments, because you remember that meme where if you say you add a card from your deck to your hand and you try to mind drain it, you can look at your hand and say, I don't have that card. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all remember that one.
Dude, were
they
you
now...
kidding? I don't have Maxine hand.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Oh, prize splitting is now permitted under specific circumstances. Although what those circumstances were, I don't have in front of me.
We'll look it up later. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Finished match results now have a time frame to be submitted. If you finished your matches before the end of the round, you have up until 5 minutes before the end of the round to submit it. Otherwise, they don't have to take it.
Oh, man.
So if you finish,
that's fair.
If you finish it in 10 minutes and you wait the full 30 minutes to turn it in, and you're 5 minutes within the end of the round, it is kind of on you.
No, I will argue because I'm not wrong. They're wrong. I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh master.
Sure you are.
I'll set a Kaibo, throw my money at him. Make it happen.
You don't understand. I passed the judge test. This was the biggest achievement in my life.
And oh my god.
Mello gets it. Mello gets it.
Yeah. Okay, and the one that kind of bugs me, unsporting conduct penalties can be applied to things that you do outside of events.
Huh?
Yeah, they're basically enforcing you to be a decent person outside of a Yu-Gi-Oh event as well as inside. As far as what the reach...
Your Yu-Gi-Oh social credit is too low to join this tournament.
God damn it.
Wow, that is shit like that. It is shit
Basically,
like
don't
that.
be Christopher LeBlanc.
You ruined it for everybody.
I don't know exactly how far this goes. I don't know if they're going to be scouring your Twitter account for 24 hours before you take part in the event or whatever, but it is going to be in their code of conduct, which they now have a link to on pretty much every copy of their code of conduct documentation and the penalties therein. So take a closer look at that when you get the opportunity. I mean, I know this is required. This is basically implying the Yu-Gi-Oh players will want to read, but still.
This probably
Reading?
just
Who the fuck reads?
This probably just means people with criminal records, but if it's vague enough to just be like, "Oh, we don't like you."
Yeah, that's my concern.
That's what I'm. That's the thing I would be concerned about too. I have one person in my group of Yu-Gi-Oh who would probably be, I don't like Kenny. Don't let him play. Like that doesn't seem very fair.
It doesn't,
You said
does
a
it?
slur in 2012. You're not allowed to join.
Exactly.
Cancel culture at its finest.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing on my list is the Master Duel information because I have gotten back into it as a way to pass the time and because it's kind of fun now. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. First off, they've unleashed a Blackwing structure deck.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Which includes all the new stuff that they released recently, and they put in an emergency limit on Blackwing Steam the Cloak to 1.
Already?
Yeah, the second that deck dropped, I think it was same day, they put an
No.
emergency limit.
Bro, just put Gofu into the game. There won't be a problem. I promise.
Yeah.
Put Gofu back. Bring Gofu. He's my guy. That's my guy.
The speed of that
Master Duel
limit.
5, that is how I played Flower Guardians. It didn't exist without Gofu, and then they banned him, and then I couldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
Well, now you can play on Master Duel if you want to play their ban list.
I know. I've played. Flower Guardian was the deck I played when I played played Master Duel for a bit. So.
I swear they're just like, hey, bring that down to 1. Let them know that the one card that makes the deck kind of good, really good, put it to 1.
How are you going to break my triple light shower board? This was never possible in Master Duel 3.
No, it wasn't.
I like how Master Duel kills bestials from the beginning that you can't even play them, while in the CCG, no one gives a fuck about them.
I was actually going to cover that in a few minutes, but going down the list, next up, the selection pack Synchronized Cosmos has officially dropped, and the only thing that matters is that it imported Goatee. Which I faced a couple of times. It's not bad. I mean, you just got to kill the tuners and you basically win, but the deck does cool stuff. They've also given us a Sprite Blue dual mate that we can now pick up.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, he's cool.
Who doesn't like Sprite? Because Sprite's pretty good.
I'm
It's
still
hydrating
mad
drink.
they didn't call them dual spirits. It was right there.
It was right there. I would have loved to have I would have loved to have a dual spirit called Sprite Cranberry.
You want a Sprite Cranberry?
Exactly. But yeah, the Master Duel qualifier began on May 16th and ended on May 30th. If you could make it up to level 20 on that roster, you basically qualified for the next round. I made it to level 17 and decided to quit because I don't want any of that nonsense in my life.
Yeah, same for me.
And I just farmed a bunch of gems. That's all it was.
Qualify for it, but first stage was already a pain to go through.
In addition to that, they also introduced a new S4 solo mode. So we got a glimpse at the story and see how the deck works. I will admit, I faced off against the story mode. There is a duel where they use Monarch cards to pull one of their S-Force pieces, which is, I'll admit it, kind of smart.
Bricks and bricks together at
one
last.
S-Force girls who has heals that are literally murder you.
Listen, brick together, unbreakable.
Yeah. Oh, and one little detail that I noticed is that in the tutorial screen for S-Force, I believe there's Orifice going up against Time Thief Redoer, and Chiamaru, one of the guys going up against Cyframe Driver, and it's a reference to the cards where the S-Force are going up against those particular monsters.
Right.
You know something surprising about the S-Force story mode? Arappa, the level 2 that's like searchable from the Monarch card, is a senior. Which is the surprising. I thought she was like a new member. She has that vibe of a new member. No, she's a senior for some reason. It's just super weird. Yeah, that card.
Well, in addition to
I don't just get the name of the S-Force girls, but she has literal knives as heals. Like how can you stand on that? And they literally can kill you. Like she fights with them. What the fuck?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Yu-Gi-Oh lore.
I'm sorry, but the only S-Force I care about is this S-Force from Megas XLR.
S-Force is supposed to be good at its job at security, and yet everything else that it's supposed to stop just says, fuck you.
Yeah.
So,
Can't even catch one girl on roller skates.
no.
This is true.
God.
Like, IP
Konami, why can't you just make the archetype that's supposed to be good, but everything that's supposed to be bad, good? What is wrong with y'all? Do I need to go in there and talk to y'all?
I mean,
It's
they're not
Konami.
talking
What
to
do you
anybody.
expect?
They're not talking to anybody.
Okay.
I'll talk to them.
Next on the next on the
Yeah.
Well, next on the list, they've introduced another rank that goes over top of Diamond, which is the Master rank.
You get a little golden frame and everything.
Yeah.
So you're telling me? Oh, let me figure this out. All right, you know how everything's gonna be bullshit when you get to like at least Diamond. We're gonna go a little bit higher, because they're going up Electric Avenue. So you go up one more Electric Avenue, then you go higher. So
Can we get much
what's
higher?
after Master? Oh, God, watch it
You
be the
don't
Super
give me the
Mega
opportunity.
Ultra Chicken Master Ring.
I knew you had that on standby. It's the only reason I made the joke. Anyways,
Super Mega Ultra Chicken. Shh, it's legend.
Okay, and as was mentioned earlier, the next selection pack to drop is Climax of the Showdown, which pre-hit 2 of the bestial monsters that they need the most to 1 each on release.
So they
I heard
became
like tier
directly
limits.
upgradable, like no one will invest in that pack, to be honest.
The second they hit tier limit on the next list, whenever that may be, is the second you'll probably get your bestials back.
June 6.
I doubt it.
Actually, it's going to be the one after that because the June 8th ban list for Master Duel does not touch them at all.
Yeah, I was basically like...
That was going to be the last topic on Master Duel I was going to talk about was the ban list.
The thing is, they hit all the Ishizu's cards except that one that was already at 2-1.
Yep.
So they lose all their mills.
Yep.
Shuffle specs.
They limited Keldo, Mudora, and Agido. Yes, they did.
That's a big hit.
And
they also
tier 0.
They also banned Cyberstein, Smoke Grenade, and the card that was clearly the problem, Terraforming.
Of course it was.
Well, sounds about right. Terraforming's always been a bad card. You know, everybody loves running Terraforming in decks that need their field spells.
No, please. The Honorata Ancient Fairy Dragon, it wasn't her fault. Please.
It was your fault, Mellow. It had to. You melon? Melon.
Yeah, so much emotion in that one
Cheese
pack.
doodles.
My FA deck. Please.
Oh,
no,
boy.
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with FAs.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they semi-limited Sprite Blue, Girsu the Orcus Mech Knight, Nadir Servant, Cyber Angel Benten, and I think Metaverse.
Yes, the hit that we all needed. Girsu to 2.
God, what did Girsu ever do? Girsu's a good dude. Girsu has done some good things in my life, and we shouldn't touch that man, or woman, or machine, or they.
If the lore is accurate, Girsu's a dude.
Nah, if it's a machine, where's the Kahuna at? Damn it!
Have you checked his gearbox?
No, I don't know. Hey,
for all we know, it's detachable.
Dinner first.
For all we know, it's detachable.
I gotta take him to dinner first. I gotta take him to dinner first and treat him right.
Well, he'll bring his own. He'll bring his own symphony to play you, to serenade you during dinner.
Oh, true. We got it. True.
And on the subject of the ban list, that brings us to the next topic, which is the actual TCG ban list that's going to be dropping on June 5th.
Fucking dog shit that list is.
Yeah. You said fuck Super Heavy Samurai and fuck Purely.
Even
just
I have
because.
to admit
Just because.
It's so weird. Why did I hit the Samurai? It didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah,
no,
Rom just posted
Scot free. What the fuck?
I meet Chicho Maru with that.
Did you draw the out? No. Go to game 2.
But you didn't, though. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I, Kenny the Caveman, will tell you that Blaster Dragon is set free. He's a good man. Blaster Dragon has never done anything wrong. Don't look at what he did in the past. That's what back then where we had simple Yu-Gi-Oh times and everything was fun. Nowadays we only get like one turn, and if you don't draw the out, you're pretty much going to game 2 guarantee.
Man, I can't believe all these motherfuckers paying $500 to play competitive rock, paper, scissors. That's all it is.
Basically.
Do you have the out? Yes. I have the out to your out. Fuck. Game 2.
Purelli did deserve the hit.
Game 2. Just get straight to game 2.
Justice for Purelli.
Drone Lockbird, baby. Oh, he had all the outs. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to this list real quick. I'm going to run through it because we got a lot to talk about. As of June 5th, they've banned Cyberstein, number 89 Diablosis, Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow, Appointer of the Red Lotus, and Branded Expulsion.
On an unrelated note, buy Wild Survivors, releasing today. And don't forget to buy your box set of Cyberstorm Access.
I was actually about to talk about that later. That's next on the list.
Wait, also, like the banning of Branded Expulsion doesn't matter really because they have a fusion monster that does the same thing.
Well, the trap is easier to search.
And the fusion monster is easier to out.
That too.
I guess.
Let's see. They also limited Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos, Mathmech Circular, Psy Gear Gamma, Denglong First of the Yang Zing, Kashtira of Rise Heart, Pearly Delicious Memory, and Naturia Sacred Tree.
Denglong's on back, baby!
I liked how everybody declared Naturia to be completely dead just because there's only one copy of Sacred Tree now. I mean, don't get... It's a consistency hit and nothing more.
Yeah, but now it's supposed to return consistency hit, so like that thing was not supposed to return. So like I think it was better to limit it, if anything.
Yeah.
Better than seeing it banned.
Yeah.
They also semi-limited Herald of Orange Light, Kashtira Unicorn, Lightning Storm, Runic Fountain, Sky Striker, Mobilize Engage, and Sprite Starter.
Yeah! I think Kashtira is still going to be running amok.
Obviously.
Runic is still going to be there, even though they have one fountain, but that's not going
to... they have two fountains.
They have two? Never mind, it's still... Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm not.
They still have two fountains, they still have 3 of the card that can search it.
It
did nothing.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Nothing.
If you saw my video, you saw that I pointed out they never needed 3 in the first place.
No. Oh, and also, on an unrelated note, the new Sky Striker manga's coming soon.
That must be why.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's all. That's the reason why they unbanned a lot of Sky Striker shit.
That, and they also gave them a brand new link too.
God, like Konami's really jerking off Sky Strikers right now with all the support.
Yeah.
And bringing them back.
Yeah, I bet they're jerking off to Sky Striker.
Yeah, let's not get back. Let's not get into that again. Let's not get into that again.
Isn't that one of the titles of one of the podcasts at one point?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be. And they unlimited Blackwing Steam the Cloak, Gen X Ally Gen X Ally Birdman, Samsara Lotus, Spiral Quick Fix, Lyraloose Recital Starling, Draco Face Off, Sky Striker Mecha Modules Multi-Roll.
Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah!
That's the thing I'm forward to. The best thing to come out of that. Birdman back to 3.
Bird up.
Bird up.
The thing is, I was looking into the unlimited section and thought it wasn't bad. You know, all these cards are basically going through the typical ban list climb up. And then I saw Samsara Lotus and had a goddamned conniption.
Didn't we all? Didn't we all?
I didn't. I was happy. Do it again, Samsara Lotus. Do it one more time for me.
My
Make me have a good laugh.
aneurysm has come back full force.
Ignition is happening.
That will make another FTK combo.
I know what I'm
Surely
building for
we can be
FTK.
trusted with it.
Give it like a week and a half. Someone's gonna fucking make it ruin.
Dude, I give it 2 days.
No, not 2 days. We gotta wait until June 5th, and then it'll be a terrible time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that's gonna be another 3 more days.
Yeah, 3 more days.
And then it's terrible.
Yeah.
I do like how they decided to unban a card that, well, not just unban it, unlimit it without going through the typical banless climb. And, you know, the card that is infamous for being an FDK tool and also for stalling for time.
Yes, let's just hope. Sorry.
And who knows?
Let's hope people are not. Oh, sorry.
Maybe a lot of mad lads will try to make Samsara Lotus meta again.
I'm okay with this. We need someone to do it. Some mad lad's got to do it, and I'm for it. I'm for stupidity in cancer because someone's got to. Hear me out here, everybody. No, everyone's gonna hate Sky Strikers because we get stuff again, and they're just gonna hate it more than Kastura, which nothing really stopped them. Even if you took Unicorn down to 2, Fenrir's the real problem, but they didn't touch that. Which
yeah. Imagine
and
that.
yes, Diabolos is gone, but that doesn't mean they can't find another alternative for a 7, because God knows they'll find something. They'll find something.
Yeah,
that started off easy. Literal slap on the wrist.
Yeah, to be honest, Shangri-Ira is still unlimited.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they can't mill half your deck anymore, but
that doesn't really change much.
It's still zone lock.
Exactly. And you can play more than one of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can.
And that solves the problem. You might as well be facing Gojamas in their heyday.
Pretty much. It's worse too if you think about it, because we killed 2 decks that just got more support for no valid reason.
Other than buy.
Oh, you mean the limits to super heavy? You mean the ban to super heavy samurai and the limit to Pearly?
Yeah, it's like they just got some more help, and you're like, no.
Pirelli hit was
stop it.
Pure bullshit, like for real.
It's apparently doing pretty well, but yeah,
it's 1-5 nuts, but those were small nuts, which didn't even matter how hard this sounds. But it's the truth. While Kashtira wins everything at the moment, and they got slightly touched.
It's why I said it sucks right now, because there's nothing we can really do until another ban list. But then again, Sky Strikers are going to come back from the feats of. They're going to be Sky Strikers are the new Burning Abyss. I called it. You can fight me. You can fight me for that statement. They are. They can't die. They just won't be relevant.
Kashtira 0.
Kashtira 0. Oh, please, Lord.
Like, I don't get it. They hit heavy sums in Pirelli who are just tier 2, and then they go there and give Sky Striker like everything back, like Engage at 1 was already dangerous.
Listen, they're just playing to the demographic for more money.
What they're doing is they're like, let's get people to stop paying Kashtira. Let's go to Sky Strikers. Everyone hates Sky Strikers. Let's bring them back.
Chris.
Yes, Konami thinks we will forget about Kashtira, but we want
because they're gonna think, oh, Sky Strikers are back. They'll hate them.
How we forgot about every deck that has been tier 0 up until today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on. The new products that have officially dropped is Wild Survivors, which comes out today and has the Nouvelle archetype, which is the food rituals for Hungry Burger to finally have a home.
Don't you guys love legacy support? Didn't you guys love Hungry Burger?
Hey, they gave
PSAT. Finally looks better.
Famous warrior type monster, Hungry Burger.
Hey, they gave it a collector's rare too.
Glorious.
I think legacy support has gone too far when Hungry Burger now has a dedicated archetype.
No, it hasn't gone far enough. It needs to go beyond.
Yeah, where's my Red Ice Time Wizard?
Oh boy. Let's see. That set also comes with Transcend Dinosaur, which is just more good stuff for
Yeah,
Lost World
dinosaur
dinos.
More dinosaur deck. Let's go. Come on. Super ultimate conductor Tyranno. He's coming back.
Well, to be
Watch,
fair,
they're gonna make
we
they're
might.
gonna make a pendulum version. They're gonna make a pendulum transcend Drake that literally is
What?
just superconductor.
No, they need a ritual first. They don't have a ritual. They need that one first, then Pendulum.
You know what? I was thinking that there could be a possibility that Yangzing True King Dinos might come back because Denglong's limited now instead of being forbidden.
Thing is,
Yeah.
they're not the only deck that might try to abuse that. After all, we still got Sword Soul.
Who doesn't love Sorcerer or Fun? Who doesn't like their worms?
No, I don't mind Sword Soul. It's just that people have pointed out that Danglong's not really all that good in Sword Soul.
Not in Sorcerer. No.
I mean, it's good enough.
Yeah.
It's good enough. That's the thing.
How you got summon it though? That's the thing. Like,
You'll remember.
that's a level 5.
Sword players will
Aiolo.
they'll find Aiolo. Yeah. Remember, they'll find a way. Life finds a way. And Sword players will find a way to run it because it's a worm. And who doesn't like worms?
And then, of course, Vanquish Soul also comes out in that pack, which, let's be honest, she is the only reason people care.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Yes.
It needs a bit more things to be more, better? I want to.
Yeah, it definitely needs a bit more things. I won't disagree with that one.
To be fair,
you need more monsters.
Currently top tier meta in the OCG, and maybe if we are lucky enough, Kashtira won't be tier 0 anymore when this deck comes out. But then the OCG directly killed Kashtira with putting almost everything they had to 1.
Yeah.
Which, let's be fair, if they didn't, the deck would probably still be all over the place.
Yes. And that's the mistake
TCG
did now.
Hey guys, not to interrupt, but my headphones just died. My phone's about to die too, so I gotta dip.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, man. We'll see you in the next one.
Be safe, my buddy.
Anytime. Have fun later. Have
You're
fun.
the greatest Yoshi alive.
Thank you. I'm gonna be here cuddling this 4-foot plushie.
Enjoy that.
Damn, I wish I had someone to cuddle with, like a dummy, mommy.
You will never let that go.
I will never let that go. Never. Don't take away my dream.
Just go
my
to
goals.
the gym. You'll have a better chance.
But the gym has people who stare and judge at me.
So
I
does
have
the
man
street.
titties.
They actually don't.
No, I'm in a bus. The public bus, you can't be judged. Everyone's judged equally there on the public bus.
Tell me about it.
Gyms are where the chads gather, and they understand that everyone started somewhere.
Yeah, but shut up. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay.
It's not about me. It's about Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't bring me into this.
It's about you and your dummy, mommy, dude.
Okay,
Oh, damn,
so
that's a good point.
as far as product news, we finally got a look at the Salaman Great support that was confirmed to be coming in Legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano on August 11th. It looks like they
Salaman Great sucks.
No, it doesn't.
It's underwhelming.
I had to hold my breath for that one. The new support gives them a synchro angle now with a level 3 tuner, level 5 tuner, a level 8 synchro, and a spell and a trap. Ironically enough, the spell and the trap are both generic fire support.
Yes.
So that's something the fire decks can use, which is great.
Uh-huh.
Now, as far as any other news, the structure deck Pulse of the King that was confirmed to be dropping on September 22nd got a name change. It's now called the Crimson King. And they gave them a new spell called Absolute Power Force, which does exactly what you think it does. It makes your Red Dragon Archfiend punch harder.
Exactly what it needs.
No, please. No.
Amazoness Swordswoman be like...
But you still take the damage.
No, you take the damage.
The Red Archie practice, essentially.
Okay, so we all know about the new cards that are getting revealed on Animation Chronicle 23, which theoretically, most of which, if not all, should be imported in the Battles of Legend pack dropping later this month. And they've been releasing a few more things. They've given us Earthbound Immortal support, a card called Eye of Illusion, which is great for the new Illusionist monster type. The new Arcana Force monster, 15 the Fiend, which is a light barrier searcher. A new generic spell called Armor Exceeds, a new equip spell called Phoenix Gearblade, and the new rank 8 that everybody's hating on, Infection Buzz King.
Yeah,
so good.
Because the first effect is a little reminiscent of Diablosis himself.
Well, at least it doesn't banish you face down.
Yeah.
I heard you liked
true.
Diablosis, so we made a version of Diablosis that kind of blows.
Because it's one level higher, so sure can't use it. We're safe, guys. We're safe.
Safe.
We'll run rank higher.
I
Be
love
safe.
it. I love it. It's so good. Fire, but like giving Puppet Deck would be good.
I
Better
bet.
grinder.
So the next core set that's dropping is Age of Overlord. The OCG says it's going to be out on July 22nd, which tells me we'll probably see it about, October? And the only new information we got from it is that it's giving support to Zark.
And that's important. It's good.
Zark?
Yeah.
Zark.
The fusion of all 4 extra deck methods of summoning that were available at the time.
And of course, Triff made a video on a Zark FTK.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Triff just loves pendulums. I think he has Astrograph is like in his wallet.
Bruh,
when
listen,
he pays for anything,
if the card is green,
he just gives.
I negate your Astrograph with my Ash Blossom.
Prize.
Then we get
I think
to. Good.
And then he would rage quit Yu-Gi-Oh forever, right? Would that be the way we get rid of Triff? Maybe, possibly.
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 Damn. All right.
Now, the next thing that they announced is Structure Deck Onslaught of the Fire Kings R, which is going to be released on September 9th in the OCG, which means we should get it late November, early December if they keep the duration period the same, which I am extremely excited for.
I can't wait for the companion Structure Deck R for the Mermails.
The Pulse of the King.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just.
Fire King finally is coming back.
What were you gonna say?
I'm not saying.
I'm excited for it to come back, but also I'm just praying that they never break it apart.
Well, they
might.
They might. It is a possibility, but as far as I can tell, it does appear to be confirmed to drop in America September 22nd. So it doesn't look like they're breaking it up.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
not really.
Good.
I think Fire Kings were never a bad concept. It just
a little under
aged
supported.
like they aged, yeah. They aged like milk.
Yeah.
And you don't. It's just because nowadays you think Fire Kings could do something. No, they cannot.
Sure, they can do something.
No, they cannot. They can do something.
They
can
can
blow up
their
the
own
field.
country and hope that it hits the neighboring country.
Basically. But yeah, we haven't seen any cards from it yet, but we should see something about it soon. And the only other thing I have here is that they've revealed the 25th anniversary Ultimate Kaiba set, which will release sometime next year. And they're accepting pre-orders for it now, even though we know nothing about it.
I cannot wait.
Can't wait for Kaiba Man of Eyes of Blue.
Yeah, I cannot
Kaiba
wait
Man
for
Eyes of Blue.
Yet another support wave for Blue Eyes that makes them only 1% more playable.
1% is 1%.
They get one new card that is worth anything.
Yeah.
Can we get more support for ABCs? Would that be more nice? Can we get that going? No? Okay. Damn.
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
I tried. I tried, everybody. It didn't work. We'll go fuck myself, I guess.
Or you can go talk to Yugi Jesus. He might be willing to listen.
Yugi Jesus, I know we haven't talked in a while, and I've called you a bitch sometimes, but can we get some more ABC support? And can we have Kaiba Man of Eyes of Blue? That would be lit. And thank you and amen. All right.
Yes, I would love like a union monster for like a Link 3 for unions.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
As long as it's not as degenerate as
if it's not degenerate,
was, we should be fine.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You have to say specifically for machines. Like it's like a unions, but it has to say machines. Now that might be the kicker.
No,
right there.
what I would want it to say is 3 light machines.
I would just say 3 machines, but 3 light machines sounds better.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But because it can't be generic. But then again, imagine would Cyber Dragons run this if it was machines? I hope to God they wouldn't. Would I mean?
Okay, how about 2 plus machines, including a union monster?
No,
that'd be good.
That's good.
That
That's
sounds
Very
balanced. That sounds balanced.
That's balanced. That's balanced. That's only for one deck. No one else can run it unless you're just like, I need to use. I want this, so I'm going to run a union.
You don't understand the Vylon combos.
Oh God damn it!
Oh yeah, Vylon has union monsters.
They do. They do, and they're terrible.
No, you do. Union Driver Tier 0, bro.
Oh God, child. Anyways, memories. Regional memories.
Pentachloro Turbo.
Well, that's pretty much everything I had on my list. So, anyone got anything else they want to talk about?
One Piece set 2 meta is coming to an end.
I'm sorry, what?
One Piece's set 2 meta is coming to an end. Waiting on set 3 to come out on the 30th of June. Red and Black have been destroying everything, which surprises no one in the community.
Okay.
Basically.
All right. So if One Piece is gonna end, does that mean I have to start binge watching the series now to catch up? So when it ends, I can be like, I was there.
Binge watching has a bit of a different definition for this series. It has over 1,000 episodes.
Dude, I can finish it in 3 weeks.
No, listen.
I'm reading the manga and watching the anime, and
Yes.
it's One Piece is on fire in the manga. Like
Oda
is
no,
booking every single chapter now.
It's going nuts.
Oh my God.
Every chapter for the last 3 months has been banger after banger.
Hey Chaos, you're late.
Hello.
Way late.
Chaos.
Yeah, I know. Wait, is it already over?
Actually, we just finished the last topics on the list, so we were just doing the wrap up.
Yeah. May I have something to say?
Sure.
And the best thing is we got a fiction of the power of the Gorosei finally. And man, they look horrifying.
Sky Striker Runic, new best deck.
Oh,
Let's go,
get
White.
out of
Yes.
here. Get out of here. You're trying to
Out
get...
of you
See?
with here.
He's trying to have 2 people hate Sky Strikers again. Just purely... They're not going to think of the Runic side.
It's banned
They're not even
again.
thinking... They're not even thinking of the Runic side. They're just thinking of the Sky Striker side. Be like, I hate it.
Someone is. Someone in London in their main cave is. Anyway, sorry. Go on, Connor.
Right. Let's talk about kids vanishing in Spider-Man.
Oh boy. Probably
so
should put up a
context.
spoiler warning, I guess.
Yeah, spoiler warning, but should we really, since this run of Spider-Man is considered to be awful?
Just because nobody likes it doesn't mean people don't have the right to go into it blind like everyone else.
Fair enough.
We didn't say anything about anything else. Least we can do is just say, heads up, Spider-Man sucks, but here's what's happening.
Well, Spider-Man comic sucks, not him.
Well, here's the thing. This latest Spider-Man run has Peter being teleported to an island by a guy named Paul. Everyone hates him for it, because Paul ends up taking Mary Jane from Peter Parker and having kids with her.
Oh
Classic
boy.
Marvel.
And recently, in the most recent issue of Amazing Spider-Man, the 2 kids that Paul had with MJ ended up vanishing. And the collective opinion of that was that of overall joy.
That's not. Oh wow. God
I can't
damn.
believe Spider-Man came and took my kids.
Oh no, they didn't. They weren't just killed. They were just evaporated, reduced to nothingness. And
I don't think the Lion Sleeps Tonight is gonna work on that one. Damn.
and almost everybody's. There have been a few people have pointed out that Paul kind of looks like the angry video game nerd with a mustache.
Oh my god. Which one? Wait, which angry video game nerd? There's a thousand of them.
The angry video game nerd, AVGN, the one that worked with Nostalgia Critic.
Oh,
The
really?
one. The nerd.
I didn't know he
This
worked with that
is-
guy.
With the glasses, yeah.
They
No,
did a
with,
collab once.
With the nostalgia guy that doesn't pay the people that work for him.
Mhm. I have put the image on the chat now so everybody can see the panel where it happens.
Oh no! The
I'm going to assume it's. I'm going to
meme.
assume it's SFW. I'm going to assume it's safe for work.
It is.
It is safe for work.
It is.
Oh,
It's
it's
just a
that.
spoiler.
Okay, yeah, no, I saw a spoof about that.
Yeah.
God, the last
This-
panel just looks like the hyper zoom in on face meme.
Yeah. This is the same month that brought us the Chad Dr. Han meme.
Ah.
And as someone with autism, I am very much proud that the good doctor is being railed as much as it deserves.
For anyone who wants a sneak peek on the 5 Elders, I put a picture and spoilers there.
Cool.
Yes.
So I'm just about done. Good night.
One thing that I'm actually looking forward to with hopefully get them back on track, but Peter deserves some relative happiness in his life.
Yeah.
This whole thing was with Paul was way too much.
Yeah.
Like the man pissed off everybody that he was cool with to get Mary Jane back, and this happened. No. Let him be with Felicia.
You know what? If they want to do it that way, but will they? No, you see, it's like, will they do that? No, because we live in a society, ladies and gentlemen.
We live in a
society.
We like seeing men get cucked. We don't know why. We just do. I'm not for it personally, and I don't even like when females get cucked. I don't want no one to feel sad about relationships. Just we can move on and keep moving.
Like, just let Peter be with Felicia, because what happened with that? No, that was too much.
It's a sad day.
Them also killing off Kamala in the most unceremonious way possible is like that angers me so much.
The rage of Africa is coming out of Reborn. Just the thunder and rage.
That's the thing behind me.
Gotcha. I was wondering what that was.
One thing that I am not going to that was in a also in Tokatsu news.
Oh, Tokusatsu, yeah.
Tomorrow will be the debut of Gates' final form.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name, no spoilers.
Alright, no spoilers.
Yeah, just keep it as generic as you can, because I haven't seen it yet. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there who want to see it but haven't yet. I don't want to ruin it for them either.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Geet's final form is coming out in the next episode. We've seen glimpses of it. We've got some information about what it theoretically does, but we don't have anything set in stone yet, and I am excited to see what it is and see if this was worth the build-up.
One thing I would definitely love to see with Geats going forward is I want the movie form to be just Magnum Mark II.
That could be kind of cool.
Yes, Magnum Mark II, and for it to go to Mark III, you have you plug Boost Mark II into it.
Well, there's all kinds of possibilities, and they could even make new stuff for later. Who knows? And
Yeah,
anyways, in most cases, movie stuff isn't really canonical with the main series anyways, so who knows? Although I think that movie where they had Ryuki, Geats, and one other show together in that one setting, I think that was canonical. It's kind of hard to tell.
No, that whole thing is 100% canon. Because remember, he still had Powered Builder.
Right. I was wondering where that came from. I never actually saw the movie, but I don't care that much about the movies because they're not canonical, so who cares?
And Sky Striker now has 2 engages.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here for the ban. I wasn't here for the ban list time, so just remind it. Just putting my input
is
there.
the podcast still going on, or are we already off air?
We're not off air yet. I usually have a little
know.
outro that I do. Did you have something you wanted to talk about real quick?
No, not really.
Me?
Lorcana is a decent game. That is all.
Okay.
I moved
yeah,
to Florida.
Message to all the thick dummy mommies out
Diablo 4
there.
comes out tonight.
A Disney trading card game felt kind of inevitable, and I hear Lorcana is actually kind of good.
It's okay. They balanced everything around the fact
I'm not
that there
going to
are
talk
no
about Florida then.
Or what?
What was that?
I was trying to say how I moved to Florida.
Oh, is that
but
where you've
everyone
been?
kept talking, so I was like, yeah.
You're
I
a
moved to
Floridian?
Florida.
You're a Florida man now.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Has anything crazy happened yet to you or experiences?
A lot of rain.
Okay, and no hurricanes yet?
Not yet.
Have you seen the Florida man taking a bite? Sorry.
Craziest thing was that at one of the gas stations coming down, there was a cat that was smaller than my prior cat, who was a dwarf domestic long-hair.
Oh.
And she was pregnant, and I got to pet her, so that was the only crazy thing that's happened so far.
That's not crazy. That's just a wholesome moment. We mean like a Florida man coming to your house and just peeing on the floor randomly.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm going to McDonald's. Something's bound to happen there.
Promise me that you will call in.
I wanted the takeouts later.
Promise me that you will call in and let us know when you see a Florida man do a drive-by on a unicycle.
Oh, God.
No, I'll call you, and at the end of the podcast, when you post it on YouTube, it'll just be my account, and you can do a whole editing skit and whatnot. Don't worry, I got you, Nanashi.
I'll do whatever I can to help out with that. You basically got 3 days to send me that.
Been fun, guys.
Will do.
All right. Well, I think this is probably a good place to end the show. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well, this
gotta
is
go do stuff anyway. Well, great
All
to
right,
be
well-
here, even though for a second.
Hey, that's fine, man. I'm glad you stopped by. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the podcast. This has been a lot of fun, not too much chaotic energy, which is a change and a welcome one, in my opinion. We do these shows about...
This wasn't chaotic. Really? This wasn't chaotic. Damn, I'm glad I'm not in
I
this
said
game.
less
Damn.
chaotic. Pay attention. Semantics matters.
Guys,
We do these...
give me a thick dummy mommy. I'll do anything you want. I'll do
Europeans
anything
have
you
to
want, ladies and
wait
gentlemen.
17
lying.
hours more for Diablo 4. Screw you, Blizzard.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, like I was saying, thanks everybody for tuning into the show. We appreciate all of you who showed up and watched live. This copy of the show will probably go up slightly edited on Monday-ish if I can get the work done. We record these on the first Friday of every month at about 5 p.m. Eastern, meaning the next one will be recorded on July 7th.
Oh, damn it.
What, were you expecting it to be on July 4th?
Yes, so I could be like the American episode.
The thing is, if I did that, half of our American members wouldn't even show up, if any of them at all.
Yeah,
I
I
would
was
be
gonna
here
say,
because I'm
that's
so
not how
patriotic.
dates work.
I'm not American, so I would show up.
Of course
See,
you would,
I would
and I
just be-
appreciate that.
Me, Zivith,
I
would talk
should
about
be-
Protogen Dami Mommies for the whole
I
like
should
2
be
hours.
firmly nestled in the US by then if the
Of course
embassy
we
would
will do.
return my calls.
No,
yeah,
God,
go
you
on.
sound like a jaded lover.